Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, members of the public. I'm Philip Molina, Oxnard elected city treasurer, and I'm presenting the September 2021 investment report, which is the first investment report for the new fiscal year. You're going to see in front of you the amount of cash in the city's bank accounts as of September 30th. The general fund had 59 million, successor agency 1.7 million, workers' comp account had 230,000, parking citation at 206 for a grand total cash in bank of $61,475,470.66. Our goal is to invest 100% of all available cash. We need to keep out enough for liquidity purposes. As of April 2020, we had 95%. You'll notice that we're down to 88%, and actually I think for September it's at 82%. But at the end of October, we're back up to 90%. As of September, total cash in all banks, as we just saw, was 61.4 million. We subtract out the cash in the CDC bank account because whatever earnings we make in the CDC account has to be turned over to the state. So the city would take all the risks of the investments without any return. So we don't invest that money. So the net available for investing is 59 million, plus the amount already invested at the time, 274 million, for a grand total available of 334 million, of which 274 million is invested, or 82%. Again, we need to assure that there's enough cash in the bank for all liquidity purposes, usually meaning 30 to 60 days for operations, payroll, loans, and interest payments that come due. We want to look at the actual investments we have as of September 30th. The cost of the investments, or the book value, is 274.4 million. The par and face value is 274.2 million, but the market value is 273.2 million for a technical loss of $1,174,000. And I'll explain that in a minute. But for the month of September, earnings were $127,527. The interest earnings rate was a 0.535%. It's interesting to note that 6 years ago, our interest rates were at 2.06, 2.13, 2.16%. And after the last administration, we're down to 0.535%. Now, the reason for the loss is simply because as interest rates begin to go back up again, the investments we bought under the controlled and low interest rates have a lower market value. So if we had to sell them today, we would incur a loss. We don't intend to sell any of our investments. We try to invest based upon our needs. So we should never have to sell any of the investments we've made, so we'd never actually see an actual loss. What you're looking at now is the spread of those investments. We have 85 million that is available for 2021, of which 75 million is from LAIF, and that's our liquidity account, and it just carries over each year so that we have a sufficient amount of money to pay our bills, as we explained earlier. In 2022, there's 35 million invested, maturing in 2022. We have 19 million maturing in 23, 12 million maturing in 24, 9 million maturing in 25, and 113 million maturing in 26. So that's the investment report for this period of time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask or give me a call. Thank you very much, and you have a good evening.